What's going on, Cougar fans? Peter Borkowski here on the Cougar Sports Network, bringing you this edition of Coaches Weekly. Once again, joined by Coach Manos of CUC Men's Volleyball. Coach, welcome back to the show. Excited to pick your brain a little today.
I'm excited. Let's do it.
Well, opening weekend has come and gone. Cougars played 3 games between Friday and Saturday. Unfortunately, we're not able to pick up the win against Adrian, Illinois Wesleyan, and North Park on Saturday night, but I'm sure there's still a lot of positive takeaways from those 3 games. Your first 3 as head coach here at CUC, so can you run us through just your overall thoughts from this opening weekend? What went right? What needs a little bit of improvement as time goes on as well?
Yeah, so even though the results weren't what we were exactly looking for, the outcome was still really positive. The good was really good, and we were able to pick up on that. When you're winning sets 25-12, hitting a high percentage and really limiting that other side of the net,
right,
we know we have the capability. Last week the focus was consistency, and that is really going to be our focal point going forward. So again, even though we didn't get the W's, we still had a lot of positive outcomes that we can work with going forward.
Right. Well, one of those positive outcomes was the play of Luke Vozenilek, who unfortunately this weekend was cut a little bit short due to injury, but he still earned NACC Offensive Player of the Week. 36 kills in just 8 sets played, and I'm sure as a new coach here at CUC, it must be kind of a luxury to have like an offensive cornerstone player like Vozenilek already on the roster. He's been here for a couple of years. He's been good his whole tenure here. So I'm sure it takes a little bit of, I don't know if the pressure is the right word, but it makes your life a little easier knowing he's there. He can step up and run that offense when he needs to.
Yeah, Voz was excellent. I mean, his scoring obviously was a big part of our success. But, I mean, he had a triple-double in the first match as far as his defensive ability with his blocking, his backcourt play. I mean, he has become a very well-rounded player, and we're excited to see what he continues to develop into the season, that's for sure.
Right. Well, even past Vozenilek, this whole roster seems really well suited for a new coach. You have plenty of returning players who are, carrying the old ways forward, helping you transition here at CUC as well. But you also have plenty of young blood as well, who you are going to be able to build through and craft this program through as the years go on, as they get older, as you continue your tenure here at CUC. So this roster just seems really well fit for you coming here to CUC.
Yeah, it's really exciting. I think the challenge for us is there's a lot of moving pieces, right? Just having a new coach, having so many new players, a lot of youth, it's exciting long term.
Right.
But I think that's the challenge for us now is how do we put ourselves in best foot forwards here to find the right combination and be consistent? Because we have a lot of freshmen that made some major contributions here this weekend. And it's really exciting to see them do that against some older guys, some 22, 23-year-olds.
Right.
Watch our 18 and 19s be playing at a really high and competitive level. So, again, a lot of potential, just got to keep working at it.
Exactly. Well, the season continues this upcoming weekend. You got 3 more games on the schedule. Wittenberg, Baldwin Wallace, and Medale. What are you looking to see out of this weekend? What's going to prove to be the next step forward, a good step forward, I should say, after what you saw last weekend?
Wittenberg is going to be a great test for us. They've beaten 3 of our conference teams handedly.
Really?
So I think if we can be competitive with them, that shows really well into our conference play. The other 2 teams, as far as our travel, we are traveling quite a bit.
Yeah.
And that's going to make sure that we have to be at our best. So I think that's going to test us. And the other part of it is that the 3 teams we are playing are very different in terms of their playing style. Whether it's their offensive strategy, where they place players defensively, or their system, we have to be adjustable.
Yeah.
And that's the word that's going to carry out throughout our weekend is we're traveling, we're doing a lot of work in between. This is a very different experience for us. Just being in enemy territory here, it's going to be a lot. So if we can be adjustable, we can find success on the court.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing what you guys can do. The weekend kicks off for the Cougars tomorrow night. That's Friday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time when they travel to take on Wittenberg. Coverage can be found at our website, cucougars.com. Coach Manos, thanks again for joining me. Good luck this weekend. I'm looking forward to talking to you again next week as well. But until then, this is Peter Borkowski signing off of the Cougar Sports Network and wanting to say, as always, go Cougars.